Before the city wakes, the work is already moving. Streets swept, drains cleared, pipes inspected, crews on foot, ponds maintained, construction underway. It's the work you don't always see, but the city depends on. It's the City of Roanoke Stormwater Division's Field Operations Team, keeping everything flowing forward.
Hello, my name's Stephen Hall. I work for the City of Roanoke in the Stormwater Division. I'm a crew lead supervisor for the sweeping crews on Crew 1. Our crews are entirely responsible for curb to curb on our streets throughout the entire City of Roanoke, our residential areas as well as our main thoroughfares. We are out each and every day sweeping streets and cleaning gutters and getting all the debris, trash, glass, all hazards up for the citizens to be safe on the streets. We're also responsible for taking all the trash off the streets, which would normally end up in the DIs, which is a drain inlet that will eventually end up in our streams and creeks that will affect our fish life, our vegetation. It's just so much environmental impact that we have that we're responsible from curb to curb. You're going in and out of cars, vehicles, people's property. You got to be focused at all times and do your job to the best of your ability. We don't have a problem with going back, doing it a second time, a third time, or whatever it takes to get the final result, because we do want our citizens safe and the roads clean.
Good afternoon. My name is Don Hamilton. I work for the City of Roanoke Public Works Stormwater Division. I am a maintenance supervisor, crew lead, and I've been with the department for 4.5 years. Well, one of the things we're looking for is being a good individual. What we do is we serve the community and we try to be good servants of the community. Also, it helps if you have a commercial driver's license. It also helps if you are a good law-abiding citizen, being able to operate, maintain safety, also a good driving record, and like I said, have respect for the community and the public. It takes anywhere between, for me, it took me between 3 to 6 months. We want people to be able to learn hands-on, and that's what we try to do, is try to teach operators to hands-on experience is the best. Also, being able to become operators instead of just being a steering wheel holder. We want employees to be able to learn the safety, being able to drive in traffic, also to be able to just pick up different aspects of becoming an effective operator.
I am Joshua Richards with the City of Roanoke Stormwater. I am the CBD Village Center crew lead. Also, I'm the crew lead for the early morning street sweeping operations. So, being that we're kind of the center of the eye of the city, we have to be very vigilant and very purposeful about what we do. The city citizens rely on our services, especially in the downtown and the village centers, because we kind of are the crew similar to a beautification crew. We keep, all the people wanting to come to the city. People expect the city is clean and operable, and that's just our purpose, that we serve the citizens. So I like to think of our crew as like a family, and with that, you have to have the character and you have to have kind of the fit in with the other crew members that you have in your team. So you kind of have to have that mesh together to really have a hardworking team, a team that understands, a team that's there to back you up, and a team that will always help you in a time of need when things get hard.
Hi, I'm Donald Cook. I'm the maintenance supervisor in construction. The experience is important because, you got to know the knowledge of what we do and how we do it. The safety is to keep everyone safe and make them go home at the end of the day to see their family, and it's very important to know all the above. So as a crew lead, I kind of do both jobs. I do a crew lead and the supervisors. I don't have crew leads, but as a crew lead, we want to get the jobs prepared. So all different jobs we do, whether we fix a DI or put an installed pipe or new or old, we try to prepare the job. So we try to look at the job, get everything we need as far as concrete, wood to form, hydraulic cement to seal up around the pipes, the pipe itself, anything we need. We try to prep that job, have it all go out to the job site so we don't make no more runs than we have to be better efficiency with the job. So we prepare it, we get it ready, we go do it, we call your ticket in. If the utility ticket is your first thing you do, so you know where all your utilities are. So a crew lead has a whole lot of responsibility on them. If we're 5 feet deep or more, we have to have trench boxes so the banks don't cave in. And if we go any type of manhole, we have to have gas monitors and a safety vest with a tripod to help lower and pick up a person in it. And we have to test the manholes out to make sure there's no bad gas in it. So when we go in completely safe. So, I mean, we just prepare everything that we can possibly prepare. So it's a whole lot of responsibility in a crew lead as far as what they got to do every single day.
I am Cindy Sled. I am the maintenance supervisor over Green Infrastructure, CCTV, and Vector crews. As far as skill and accountability, they are for flood reduction. That is the majority of what they do, is when we have heavy rains, snow melt off, we need to try to keep the drains clear and running free, and our bioretention ponds collecting all that runoff water that prevents flooding.
My name is Ryan Williams. I'm Roanoke Stormwater CCTV and Vector crew lead. Well, CCTV is often perceived as an easy job by most people that just see me doing it out in the field. It's actually, there's so much to it because we have 3 different programs that we have to toggle between to actually do the work. NASCO has probably, I know it's well over 200 codes, it's probably up to 300 by now, that you kind of have to know to be able to get the pipeline surveyed correctly. Not understanding the equipment and the process can lead to misidentifying line segments, defects. If you don't understand the coding that we use, the grade of the pipe won't be right, so you won't actually get the proper grading for the repair work that's going to need to be done. Training in CCTV is extremely important because it is technical. Someone that comes in without training, of course everybody does, because of the job itself, it's all equipment that nobody's usually ever seen or used before. And if they come in unprepared and you don't train them correctly, it can lead to problems with the coding for the pipeline systems. Not understanding those codes can lead to misrepresentation of the pipeline, which leads to not having the repairs done in a timely manner.
Now that you understand who we are and the work we do, flowing forward means recognizing what needs to change.
Yeah, it's really hard to see their actual work ethic. In a sit-down table interview, people are going to pretty much give you the answers that they think you want to hear. We need a way of seeing what their work ethic is, how much willing they are to learn and be a team player. There's no experience like on-the-job experience, so I think maybe putting a little bit of what we do day to day in on the interview just for a few minutes would give us a lot more input as to what we have. We don't know if they're conscientious when they're driving. We don't know if they have good work ethic as far as paying attention to detail and doing exactly what we would like for them to do. It's very important. We've always had better luck for somebody to come in and say that they need the job, they're willing to learn, shows initiative and cares about the environment and the people in the city. We've had a lot of people come in and all they want is a paycheck, and we're trying to get away from that. We want people to really care.
Well, one thing about if you're skill-based and you've already have some experience in driving commercial vehicles, they'll be able to go in and already know how to do a pre-trip and a post-trip. Also, it will help with them being able to troubleshoot certain things on a vehicle if problems occur while they're out in the field. And also, they would know the vigors of just being able to drive in everyday traffic. And also, they also would know about safety for the vehicle and the public. One of the things we like to have is we try to look for a family-orientated person. We're like a family with this crew. We want people that's hardworking, willing to learn, and also it also helps us have the motor vehicle experience, safety experience, knowledge of the vehicle, and also being a good servant to the public.
It's hard to understand an individual from a 10 or 15 minute interview that's just based on questions. I have seen and I have preferred skill-based interviews where you actually have hands-on with the equipment. You have hands-on knowledge of what you're going to be doing from day to day. And you kind of get more of a feel of their personality and how they will approach each day, rather than coming in and kind of giving you the answers that you expect. Or you could go through the questions, they can answer the questions how you would like. But if their team dynamic isn't what fits the crew, it can bring morale down, it can cause issues in the long run. You don't really understand your crew in the way that you need to. And it's hard to change an individual to fit a crew if they aren't willing to fit the crew themselves. If you get an individual that's just here for a paycheck, you're not really serving the citizens as much as you should be. You're going to want somebody that wants to come in the door every day, that wants to be prompt, on time, willing to work, willing to do a little extra when it's needed.
We have actually talked about bringing people in because a lot of people say they have experience. We know they don't usually because it is specialized equipment. And we have had a discussion about taking people out to the equipment to show us what they actually know, so that'll help us with their training.
We end up losing good candidates because of the process that it takes to get someone in the door. The time loss is huge. It's a huge impact to not only the crews, but for supervisors as well that have done the planning and the processing, the vetting, interviewing, and then you've got crews that fall short because they don't have the help that they need. That process taking so long, it adds more work to the team. We are trying to be cohesive and everyone pulls their part, and when you expect big projects to get done in a certain time, it kind of hinders that because they are concentrating on just a couple of people trying to get that done. It's extremely important to get the right people in these roles. These people are the backbone of the city. They're what holds everything together by the work that they do for the citizens, and the citizens ultimately suffer when we can't get what we need in here to do that job.
It delays work out in the field, short staff. It sometimes can be stressful for being short staff, trying to get the work done for a limited. It's very timeful restraint. Well, you end up losing the good ones that already find another job, and the ones that we need to train sometimes get impatient and they've already found another job. So some of the things we do really take some experience. We do a lot of training, but we still really need the experience to make the jobs kind of go a little more smoother.